Hey, welcome to Games Vitae. My name is Mod J. Today we are doing a reboxing of the Isle of Cats base game and 4 expansions: the Boat Pack, the Kittens and Beasts, the Late Arrivals, and the Kickstarter Pack. Before we get started, I'd like to ask that you please hit that like and subscribe button down below. Hitting those buttons helps us with the YouTube algorithm and helps us get more noticed. In addition to that, if you feel like this content is of interest, one, leave a comment down below letting me know the type of things that you'd like to hear about. I've got plenty of games that I've yet to discover, both in my collection and ones that I want. If you have any interest in those things, please let me know. Story. I got the Isle of Cats and this is the big 2-minute box in the Kickstarter campaign, probably about 2 years ago. Meaning it arrived like almost 2 years ago. And we've played it since then. We've played the base game, and we played we used the Kickstarter content and the boats pack. We've kind of done the family mode and the standard mode about even amount of times. The family mode is a very stripped down version of the game. To me, it's really not that satisfying. The standard mode, however, is. It brings a lot of strategy, a lot of robust play into it that really kind of makes it more challenging. So anyway, I got that, and I got this big box because it bragged about being able to get the game set up more quickly. I didn't realize how important that would be until I started playing it. Let me show you the base game and how it's organized inside. And this has some of the expansion content in it and Kickstarter stuff in it. This is how it's organized inside. There is no organizational insert. And if you don't play it that often, it gets to the point where when you go back to it, you go rummaging through it and say, okay, where is that card pack? Okay, what are these cards for? And even now, before I started the video, I went through that. I'm going, oh my gosh, what's this? Where does this go? So this organizational content that the big box has came in these series of sheets that you had to punch out, sheets of wood. They're wooden inserts, punch out, put together, and glue. Not necessarily that in that order. Anyway, like I said, I've had this for, coming up on 2 years. And I'll be the first person to admit, I am not a crafts-oriented person. I actually shy away from that kind of stuff. It's just not my thing. So, putting together inserts, painting. I admire the people who have that skill, especially painting the minis. I've got a friend on Facebook that he is an astounding talent. Look him up. His name's John Evans. His painting ability is really, really good. Extremely clean paints. And anyway, John Evans, shout out to you. Anyway, I got these. I punched them out, put them together. I disassembled them because you number one tip: put them together first, disassemble it, make sure everything fits, and get used to how they fit. Disassembled it, put them back in the box, and the box sat there for probably a year. I just didn't know how to glue them together. You might think that it's easy for somebody who's used to that, but it wasn't for me. Well, this past week I got to thinking, all right, it can't sit there forever. It's not doing any good. Because the last time I played it, we played it standard mode, and I really enjoyed the game. And I realized, okay, this isn't making it to the table because figuring out which components are which and setting it up is a pain. So I finally got to looking it up. I did a lookup video on how to assemble game inserts, board game inserts, and I'll put a link in the description down below. There's a video from a company called Folded Space. They make game inserts out of foam core. Well, the concept between doing it in foam core and wood is the same. So you put it together first, then you separate it and you glue it, and then you put it back together. So I see the inserts. One thing you do, like I said, put it together first. Second, a little glue goes a long way. Get your typical wood glue and the nozzle. I'd say recommend getting as thin a small a nozzle as possible on wood glue, but wood glue's standard nozzle is that slot nozzle. That doesn't sound good. Anyway, the best thing I would recommend is getting like a palette or something that you can squeeze the glue onto, and get a toothpick. Dip the toothpick in the glue, and this is an example. This is a lid that goes on one of the things that you don't glue together, otherwise you wouldn't be able to use it. Get the glue and you kind of paint it along the tabs, and that's as much glue as you need. You kind of have to work fast on some of these, but on a lot of them you don't. Anyway, you paint the tabs and follow the directions that you see in that folded space video of assembling these and gluing these inserts. And that little amount of glue will go a long way. If you just squeeze it on, you'll find yourself cleaning off the extra glue, and there is a lot. You might think that there's not a lot. Like I said, a little glue goes a long way. You don't want to have to clean off a lot of glue. And yes, you will be cleaning off glue. Let me show you one of the inserts I put together. This was the most challenging of all. This one was by far the most challenging. And as you see in here, that's a very small space. And at the bottom of it, right in here, that's where the glue was going to be. Here and also along the edges, you are going to have to be cleaning out glue. I ended up having to get a small flat-edge screwdriver to just kind of smooth it out and clean off the excess. It's hard. So do yourself a favor. You'll still be cleaning out glue, but just not as much of it. Don't use a lot of glue. Okay, just showed you this. This is the card insert to organize the cards. Let's put that there. These are the standard deck, like the lessons, the resource cards, things like that, that you use. If you don't sleeve, you'll only need one of them. If you do sleeve, you'll need two. Okay. Let's see here. Oshak's and Pirate Vesh's box. Treasure tiles and Oshak's tiles. See, this is already going to be a huge upgrade and help this game get to the table more often. Cat meeples. This is for the big size cats. The base game, if you just got it retail, comes with smaller cats, and they're fine. But I got the bigger cats that had screen painting and everything on it. They fit these big ones. The small ones definitely will fit in here. But both of them won't. You either pick the big ones or the small ones, and the other ones you're just going to put somewhere else. Naturally, I'm going to put the big ones in. Let's see. Fish. Multi-fish, single fish, and baskets. And a little cat cutout. Cute, huh? There we go. This is for the event modules. The 5s, the 1s, boots and baskets, and rats. Okay. And I already showed you this one, the beasts. That's where the beasts meeples go. Okay, let's get this on the road. Let's start with, I've got the treasures on top and the Oshaks, so let's do the Oshaks. Let's move these off the side so you can maybe see just a little better. Okay, let's start with the Oshaks, because that's what's going to be easiest to do. I found something on here that some of the Oshaks are too long, and that's why they have this little cutout of the divider. So the long ones, there's only 2 of them. They'll go right here, and they'll go on top. So might lead to favoritism. Like this is one. So I'll leave that one off to the side. I think that one will go in, and it does. Okay, so let's get this going. And if you are like really OCD, you can always like go through these and try and make them fit, you know, like a puzzle, but I'm not. One thing about the standard mode or the family mode is that it doesn't use the O-Shax tiles. And it just takes away some of the elements of the game that I thought were good. I thought they were interesting. So now that's full. Now these 2 are going to go right. Actually, I'm going to turn that around because that way the notch will keep it from overhanging. And like that. All right, so the O-Shax are in a new home. Now let's do the treasures. This is going to be a little bit of an organizational mess, so bear with me. I tried to dump it out nice and neat. So the 3 longs go there. There we go. And there's some more 3s. And some more 3s. Almost done with the 3s. Okay, there we go. And now we've got the elbow corners. Sorry if I'm not looking at you guys while I'm doing this. It's kind of hard to look both ways, but this is, I figured that this was the best way for you to see everything that's going in these boxes and organizing. Trying to keep my head in frame, but it's not always easy. So the 2s, I'm probably going to break this up a little bit, going back and forth between ones as I find them. These are the common treasures. Okay, the rare treasures just stay in the box or in the bag. So there's the 2s, but you use common treasures in every game as you do the rare treasures. But in the family mode, the rare treasures just get treated as common treasures. I think. It's been a while since I played the game. See, like I said, the organization or lack thereof in the base game really hampered getting this to the table. So I'm glad that I have this. I've got a few other games that suffer from that same problem. And it's sad because they're actually really good games. And I want to play all of my games. Oh, that one went in the wrong one. There we go. All right, so O-Shax and common treasures. Okay, got that out of the way. Let's see. I've got Vesh and O-Shax. There's the Vesh. There's the O-Shax. And the pencil looks like it will fit diagonal, and it does. There we go. Okay, so there's that. Next, fish. This is going to be faster because I've got them all organized. I don't have to sort through the different fish. Here's the single fish. And a solo fish. There we go. And I did get extra fish. The Kickstarter bonus pack came with wooden fish. I got extra fish just so we'd have a plentiful amount of fish when we played the game. I do have, where are they? Yeah, I do have the chipboard ones, the multi-fish, single fish. I once used these in the same game as these. Nobody wanted these. They only wanted the wooden fish. It's just a tactile advantage to the game. I'll probably keep these somewhere, probably in one of these because I don't sleeve my cards. Baskets. This is going pretty fast, actually. This is nice. Baskets go right here. There we go. So, 3 down. Let's get the meeples. Here are the individual mini meeples. Like I said, they're not going to fit along with these, and I'm going to use these. So these are just going to go off to the side for the minute. I'll just, I don't know, put them right there in the extra card box. Okay. All right. Looks like, which one's which? Okay, orange goes right here. The shape of the wooden meeples correspond to the meeples themselves. So the orange ones are going to go right there. I think I'm going to crisscross them. I think I seem to remember when I assembled the boxes before if they would fit all a certain way. Yep, they all fit that way. Okay, so got the orange in, the greens. Let's get the greens. So there we go. Yeah, I'm actually quite satisfied with this insert because I'm already seeing the headache go away when it comes to finding where everything is, what everything is. It's just making this a much more pleasing experience. Okay, looks like the reds here. I think the reds are the ones I seem to remember the most because if you don't crisscross the way you do it, like putting some cats this way and some cats this way, I'll show it to you in a minute, you won't get them all in. One of them will be sticking up and it just won't work. There we go. And the blues. Trying not to be too OCD, but if you want everything to fit, you got to kind of plan to make sure because this was set to fit exact dimensions inside the box, so you have to be exact in how you put them. Okay, there we go. There's the cats. I missed a cat. Guess that one didn't make it off the island. There we go. So, cats, fish, oshaks, treasures. Let's do the cards next. The cards are by far, here's the tiles. The tiles just stay in the bag in here. And they're kind of nested nicely. Let's see here. Okay, as you can see, the card organizer has labels as to which cards go where. The family mode goes here. Solo mode, 5 and 6 players, and then the lesson modules A through I. As I recall, I can't remember where I found I. I might be in one of the other expansions, the Beast mode. I'm not sure. There's also a little tiny area in here that isn't labeled right in here. I think that's where the player aids go, so that's where I'm going to put them. So let's put them there, and let's grab, there's the player aids. So open that up, and put the player aids right there. I'm going to put like the card backs facing that way. So when you look at it, you see the card backs right there. So let's see here. We need family mode. These might not go in order. Okay, this is solo. Solo ones are these purple ones. So I'm going to put that right there. Those haven't been shuffled at all because they haven't been used at all. Haven't played this game solo. Let's see, these weren't in a bag. Okay. Some of these are lessons. Okay, there we go. We have lesson H, thumbing through those. And they will go right here. Here we go. Try not to drop those in, I guess, but lesson G. those right here. It looks like the rest of these are promos and base game cards. These are from one of the new modules. They've got these little golden chests, treasure chests on the corner. This entire pack does. So I'm sure they go with one of these. I'll have to look at that when I pull the rule books out. I'm going to put them off the side for the minute. I think they just get straight up integrated. Okay. Here's the family mode. Family mode cards are separate because they don't use a lot of the standard cards. So here's the family mode lesson cards. Yeah, I think that's it. I have to make sure after this video, make sure I go through everything and put everything in the right spot. But family mode is the 8+, right there. Sounds like I'm dropping them in, but really the wood is just a very solid sound. So here is the deck of cards that it's got the standard lessons and Oshak's cards, rare things. So I'm going to put that right. Where's the other deck? Right there. Your card, it's actually stored in the big box like this. And what happens is that you actually nestle it up against the side, and the side acts as the lid. So when you pull it out, you just remember you don't pull it out this way, otherwise you're going to be picking up cards. Okay, so that's that. Let's keep moving on to lessons. Here's more lessons right here. Okay. Lesson F. Right there. See, right there. Lesson E, which apparently you're not supposed to use with solo mode, if I remember right. Right there. Lesson D, right there. Okay, let's see which one's which. More lessons. So I did organize them a little bit, but again, I'm having to look at each bag and say, okay, which one's this, which one's this, which one's this. This is just going to make everything so much easier. Lesson C. Okay, there's lesson C right there. Lesson B. Lesson A. All right, so I've gotten all the lessons in here. 5 and 6 player, I don't know which ones those are. Maybe that's these. We'll have to find out. We also have these. I think these are the Kickstarter 1 pack. These just get integrated straight into the deck right here. So let's keep that up there so you can see it. Let's see here. This and these are the boats. So the pirate track game round tracker and the boats, they're just going to go flat in there and be the nest base for the tiles. So I'm going to put those right here. Okay, so more cards. Which ones are these? Oh, these are the treasure ones. Let's put those over here for a minute and open these, and we'll get rid of all these bags. These have green lightning bolts on them. So also from one of these modules here. So let's get those out. Move those aside. Okay, that is now out of the way. Boat pack. That is just more boats. These are non-standard boats with a lot more bags. I think this has to do with solo mode. I'm not sure. I don't think I've used these. Let's put them right here. And there is enough room for both the standard boats. Where did I put them? Put them somewhere. And these boats. These boats are just different shapes and different designs, so it shakes things up a bit. So I'm going to put those right there. So boats are out of the way. Put those over there. Kittens and beasts. And I got the Kittens and Beasts expansion and promos. So I've got the Kittens and Beasts promos and events there. So haven't punched these out. I'll have to be quick about that. Okay, Beast module. This is also something that came with the Kickstarter. Screen printed meeples of the beasts. Open that. Let's see here. Where's that? There we go. There's the beasts box. There we go. And this is actually stored on its side. I don't know if I said that before or not, but you snap this lid on and it's stored on its side. Okay? So that's taken care of. Rats. Hey, I've got a place for those. Right there. Rats go right here. So I'm going to open up the rats for you. We have a rodent infestation. There we go. Okay. Rats are done. These are the standard meeples if you got them non-Kickstarter. And I got the Kickstarter version, which is screen printed. So these, like the kittens, where to put them? Over here. Won't fit. Well, actually, they probably will fit in there. Where did they go? Yeah, I could fit them in there, but I mean, we'll see what we do with those. So, okay, more bags. Lots of bags. Silica gels. More score pads. I've got one of those around here somewhere. Oh, yeah, right here. So I've got 2 score pads. Looks like this is actually designed for the Kittens module. This is the base game. This is the module with other things in it. So don't know what the difference is. I'll have to look. I haven't used the Beasts and Kittens yet. So let's see. The Beasts, I believe, goes in the red bag. The events go in, I think, the green one. So this is the Beasts and Kittens. I believe the Beasts go in the green bag. Yep. Or no, the Kittens go in the green bag. So we've got that, and this. So, more cards. There's lesson I. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. No, 1, 2, 4, too many. There we go. Lesson I. And these are just extra cards. So, okay, so let's get, each of these bags are going to get put in here like the tiles here because they're separate draws. So let's get all the beasts. That's the beast. Might run into some that I'm not sure on, but there we go. The art in this game is just really, really engaging. I mean, you've got all kinds of things like scorpions, funky lizard dude, fox-like creature. So anyway, let me get these put in the bag and I'll come back in just a second. So I found them all, put them in there. Beasts, other than these, let's just get those punched out right now, I guess, because while we're doing it. Ooh, that's tight. There we go. Right over there. And cobra, funky cobra looking thing. Baboon, raccoon, praying mantis. These are really creative and ingenious. So there we go. I think I got all those beasts. The rest, I think, are kittens. So anyway, these beasts are going in here. And putting those right there. Let's see, kittens. Lots of kittens here. So there. The kittens are 3 tile or smaller. Sometimes as small as 1. So they really kind of add something to the game. It definitely changes how you fill up your rooms. Oh, they're hard to get out. And they're also hard to find. There we go. And let's see, there's another one. Kittens are really small. Sometimes it's just as big as one size tiles. I think I got them all. Because the rest of these, I think, just go in the blue bag here. So I'm going to put that right here and finish punching out these kittens. There we go. Oh, some of these aren't kittens. Some of these are full-size cats. So I might just be doing these a little bit later. Little ASMR going on here. Hearing the punches. I'm gonna just put them in the lid there. Make sure I sort through them well. There we go, and there. All right. So let's get these put away. And again, I'm still looking into, oh, all right, those are the kittens. I'm still looking into how some of these get put away because I haven't played with this module. So let's put them away in there. I think they go, yep, they go there. So here's the boots and the baskets. So there's baskets. Oh, they flip sides. Got it. All right, so right there. Nope, goes like that. There. All right, and now all the 1s and 5s go in there. So I've got 1s. Picking those out. Looks like they're all gold. Oh, and another boot. Don't know how I missed that. I think I got all those, so they go right there. And 5s. Hard to pick them all out and look up at the same time. So I'm trying to go back and forth a little bit for you. And that's how those fit. Okay. Now these, that's another board that will probably go with those. And these are the events, which will go in here. which would make sense that these also go in there. There we go. All right. Promos. Kickstarter promos. And that's it. Okay. So, cards. We're still trying to figure out what ones go in the 5 to 6 late arrivals. I have a thing on that right there. No. Right here, late arrivals. That's these. That's the 5 to 6 player expansion, late arrivals. So that's the one with the golden chest on it. Those are going to go right here. A little bit extra room, but that's probably because I've got some other cards that will also go in there once I figure out where they go. So, like the green ones. I think I've got something there right here. That's Kickstarter Pack 2. So, I'll find out where they go. Let's look at how everything goes in the box now. Now that I've got a pretty good idea of how everything goes in the organizers. So let's start with the boats. I'm going to put the boat pack on the bottom. Right there. And the regular boats, the round tracker and the kitten board on the top. I put that right there. It's not going to work, that hangs off. There we go. I'm going to have to put that at diagonal. Okay, let's see. I think I will put fish right there. Cat meeples right there. They're not the same size. So they must not go together. Still not. They go together. And they go over here. So the board doesn't fit exactly. The sides aren't exactly the same because these thicker ones they're wider than these. So you're gonna have to see when you put the boat boards in, which ones go where. The long ones go right here on this side, and the stouter ones go on that side. I had to take a break there. I had to take my daughter to driving range. So enough about that. Since I got back, I looked up what the green lightning bolts were. They are for the Kickstarter 2 pack, which was for the second campaign, and they get put right into the main deck. So, gotta shuffle those, but I'm gonna have to do that anyway. These are the new family cards from the Beasts module. It actually replaces one card, that's the Overflow card. So I have to go through the family deck right here and find Overflow, and the other 7 cards are just new cards to family. So I'll do that later. I'll put that in, where's family, right there. I'll actually put them in facing the other way so I can remember to do that. There we go. Okay, so that is that. I wonder if that goes right there. Maybe? Have to look that up. Okay, I also looked up what to do with these. These are just new cats. So they get put in the regular bag. Right here. There we go. And these are Oshak's kittens. And they get put in the green bag. Don't forget to cinch these up so the things that you put in them don't fall out. They're good canvas bags, so they really work out well. All right, let's see what else we can put away. I think we've gotten everything put in their spots. So let's figure out how these things get put away. I tried putting this in where it fits. It fits right here. You have to turn it the right way. However, I noticed this is something that I'm going to recommend to each of you, that these tabs can stick out just a little bit. So I would recommend getting some fine grade sandpaper. I don't know what grit. I'd probably go pretty high grit count because this is already pretty smooth. You don't want to rough it up. There's no need to rough it up. Just get something that smooths these edges down, and that way when you put it in, I put this in here and it was almost impossible to get out. So I'm going to put it in here just so you can see where it goes, and it's going to stay there because I can't get it out. So yeah, see, it's catching. So you got to watch that. So now this goes right here, and this goes right. Here we go with that, and let's just take those out for right now so we can get it to fit right. That's not working. Maybe I got these in the wrong one. Maybe these go over here with that, and these go. I'm gonna have to figure that out because that's not fitting right. All right, I'm gonna come right back and figure out how that goes in. All right, I'm back. I checked out Frank West's initial video of how he did the box, and funny, I did it the exact same way, only the time I did it while I was watching him, it worked. So I'm starting from the beginning. We got the boards all already in here. They're already nested. They're forming the framework. Next, I'm going to put the events modules, the rats and events right there. So I'm putting that right there. Then I'm going to put the cats on top of that one. And these are the wider ones. They're only going to fit on one side. The other side's narrow, this side's wide. Okay. Now I'm going to take the fish and put them in. Actually, before I put the fish in, I'm going to put the creatures box in. There we go. Maybe that's it. Maybe I was putting it in the wrong way. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so now, yep, I was putting it in the right way because it won't fit this way. There's only one way to put it. There we go. See, this, it catches. You got to really be careful about how you put that. Okay, there we go. Now I'm putting the fish in. Again, I'm going to sand these down. I'm going to get some sandpaper and sand these down right. Here we go. Now, the cards. Remember, the cards face out toward the wall because the wall is what maintains it as kind of a lid. And this one, it's empty right now, but I intend to put these extra components in there and hold on to them. Never know when you might need them. Now, I'm going to put these cards in like this. And this goes there. Okay, now we're going to put these in. Actually, I'm going to put this in right here, the notepads in first. Long one on the bottom, there we go. And then these mini bags. And the big one. There are a lot of tiles in here, from the base game to the initial Kickstarter promos, the late arrivals, the new campaign and the new Kickstarter, and the different modules and stuff. There are a lot of tiles in here, a lot of polyominoes. So just try and, if you just cram it in there, you're probably going to damage a polyomino. So you got to be careful. And even then, stuff happens. Okay. All right. I noticed in laying it down, this is too wide this way, but this way it's almost exactly right. And it looks like it's going to go in without any box lift. Okay, now I'm going to take all these rules. Oh, these. Forgot about those. I can put those right there. It looks like they fit. Fantastic. Okay. I've got main rule book, rule sheets, all right there. Oh, there's just that little bit of lift. There we go. And I was wondering if this lid that came with it is the same size as the base game lid. Let's see. Almost identical. So if you get mixed up or one gets damaged, you got spares. And that, oh, that's heavy, is the Isle of Cats big box. It's really heavy. This is probably a good 15 to 20 pounds. That's big for a game, but there is a lot of content in this box. A lot of replayability with all these different modules, and actually makes me want to play it right now. So that's been the reboxing of the Isle of Cats. Got to clean up all these other boxes and bags, figure out what I'm going to do with those meeples, see if I can fit them in there, and yeah. So thanks for watching today. This has been Games Vitae and Maj. Please tune in again. We'd love to have you back. Thanks. Bye.